Hey guys, Monica Taylor here, and I just wanted to welcome you guys. Whether you're a returning challenger, you've been with us for some time, or whether you're a brand new challenger, I just kind of wanted to hop on here, give you just some examples of things that you can do to make sure that you guys are being successful for this group. Some tips on how to access your Beachbody on demand and navigate our new group. If you've been with us some time, you kind of notice that each month we do like a different kind of topic, trend. We do something to kind of help you guys stay engaged. We know how important that is with your accountability, and just really kind of spicing things up and giving you guys something new to look forward to, because let's face it, if we're not making this fun, then it's a lot harder for us to kind of stay on our journey. So I want you guys to realize from the very beginning, and maybe you've fallen off the wagon, maybe you're a brand new challenger, but the more that you realize that this journey is more than just the physical appearance. It's more than just a number on the scale. It's more than the measurements or the inches lost. It's truly about finding you and really changing from the inside out. So you're going to hear us talk a lot about something we call personal development. And I'll be honest and say, when I first started on this journey, I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't think that I needed that. But we have found that adding in those good thoughts, adding in something that can help us grow our minds, is what helps us get through the tough times. We all know that life is going to throw us obstacles. And you guys have all started this journey because you are at a place where you need something more. You need that extra accountability. You need that extra support. You need that just extra push. And a lot of times when we, hit that obstacle, if our mind isn't right, we just give up. We're like, life's too tough right now. I'll start again when things are calmed down. But let's face it, something's always going to be happening. There's never going to be a perfect time for you to say, I'm going all in right now. Because the minute you do that, something happens in the universe, and 2 days from now, someone's going to come in and like test your patience. I always say it's Satan kind of coming in like, hey, guess what? I've said I'm going all in. I'm doing this for myself, for my body, and all of a sudden Satan says, no, guess what? I'm going to throw this at you. Can you handle it? Because you said this is what you said you're doing, but can you handle it? So we are going to, each month from this point forward, just kind of pick a book that myself or your coach and the other coaches that are in this group that we've learned a lot from, that's really helped us on our journey. And so we thought, with it being summer and fun, we are starting with a book called You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. I'm using a piece of paper because I have searched high and low for my copy of this book. I've read it twice, absolutely love it. It's highlighted all over the place. I can't find it, so I may have to be purchasing a new copy. But if you want to join us in this book club for this month, we're going to be giving you just little things that we've pulled from it and how to apply them to your life. And so if you want to join us on that journey, we really, really recommend it. You can go get that book. We're not going to start it until next week. So that gives you some time, which is why I wanted to hop on today, to just kind of show you the overview of some things that have changed in the group, what to expect in the upcoming month, and how to make sure that you are the most successful. So if you want to join us in that, you've got a week to order that. I've posted the Amazon link. If that's not a book that you want to read, you're more than welcome to choose something else. And I'm going to show you where we've put some personal development suggestions. But oftentimes I have challengers ask me all the time, how do you stay on track when life happens? How do you, 6 weeks postpartum from losing your daughter, like how do you still continue to, do these things? And it's because I've poured into these personal developments. I've poured into my quiet time with God. I've poured into my devotions. I've poured into the books that others have suggested and helped me in every area of my life, guys. It's not just, one faucet over here. It's in every area it's helped me. So you're going to hear me talk about that a lot. You're going to hear your coach talk about it a lot, because we truly believe in what it offers us. And this is a journey. This group is not made for you to be perfect. It's made for you to be on a journey and realize that things are going to happen in that journey. But that's exactly what we're here for. So if there's anything I can stress, it's that when life gets tough, when you start to feel like you're having obstacles, when you start to feel like you're hitting that wall, don't shy away. Don't do that. That's the worst thing that you can do. You've invested in yourself for a reason. You've decided to join this group, and maybe that's kind of how life has been going up until this point. But I'm telling you to stop right now and pour into what we're getting ready to do in June. Say, you know what? These past 3 months, I joined in February, but these past 3 months have been kind of rough. I'm recommitting, and I'm going all in with you guys this summer, and do that. And so when life gets tough, really plug in to this group, because I guarantee you what's going to happen is we're going to rally around you, and we're going to be there for you, and we're going to help you get up and show you how you can move forward despite what life throws at you guys. Because I can tell you, I've been on this journey for some time, and I've hit a lot of obstacles and seen a lot of things in this journey. And if it wasn't for these support groups, I wouldn't say that I've been able to continue to be successful. So don't shy away. Don't think that there's anything about this group that you need to be perfect about, because it's not about perfection at all. And if you ever start to feel like that, you need to make sure to call us out on it, because it's not what it's about. So I'm gonna really quick share my screen with you guys, show you how to make sure that you know how to navigate Beachbody On Demand. Now, I'm doing this from my computer. You can absolutely do it from your phone or your tablet. You have access to Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Chromecast, Google TV, Apple TV, a couple of the gaming systems, and I can send out an article to make sure you know how to access your Beachbody On Demand on all of those. But this is, I'm going to just share with you briefly on my screen how to make sure that you can access it fully. So you are going to go to the Team Beachbody website and make sure that you are signed in. I'm already signed in, so we're good. And you're just going to sign in with the email address and the password that you created. You will know that you're signed in because it'll tell you that you've got, you know, what your username was that you created. This little tab right here is called Beachbody On Demand. That's where you are going to access every single one of your workouts. And it is so, so important that you make sure to connect with your coach and you know what workout it is you're doing. So when you do that, it's going to open up this tab right here. And it's going to show you, hopefully with technology, it's a great thing that we have. Not sure what's going on with our internet. It'll look something like this. So it's going to show you what all the workout programs are. It's going to give you them all right here. It is so important for you to make sure that you have chosen a program to start and finish. These programs were created by master trainers who know what they're doing. If you are wanting to see results, if you're wanting to, you know, really work on the outside of us, which is what we're focusing on, then you want to make sure that you're pecking one program and not just jumping from program to program to program, because they're designed the way that they're designed for a reason. There's a science behind it. So if I'm just picking and choosing which workout I'm doing, then I'm just saying Monica knows best, and these trainers who know what they're doing and have been in this business for a really, really long time don't know diddly squat, which we know isn't the case. So for this example, I'm just going to use 21 Day Fix. So let's say you and your coach have decided you're going to do 21 Day Fix. When you open it up, it's going to tell you this program is 21 days. It's going to tell you that the average workout is 10 to 30 minutes. That's all you're going to need. It's going to tell you that it's mostly cardio and that this is beginner or intermediate level of intensity. Great. Okay. So up here, you're going to see the workout list. It's going to give you all of the different workouts, including the deluxe and the upgraded ones. And the most important tab is going to be this program materials. Now, there's going to be a couple things that I'd like you guys to make sure that you are printing off and tracking. Every single program that is uploaded on Beachbody On Demand has a workout calendar. If you open it, it's going to show you exactly what this is. Now, whether you screenshot this, whether you print it off and post it somewhere, it's so important that you make sure you've looked over this calendar, understand what workouts it is you're doing. Again, this goes back to there is an exact science, and typically the workouts start off a little easier and then they increase intensity as you go along. But it's important that you follow the calendar the way that it's set up. There is an exact science, and if you're wanting to get results, then it's important that you basically do what it says you're supposed to do. The second thing that you're going to want to open up is the eating plan. Now, in every single Beachbody program, there is going to be an eating plan. It's going to give you the nutrition guide and kind of tell you what you can have and what you haven't, or what you can't. And now, because you have some amazing coaches and myself and the rest of the coaches that are in this group, we are constantly uploading meal plan ideas and, you know, just different things for you to get ideas from, so that it makes the meal planning just a little bit simpler. But in every nutrition guide, there is going to be a section for you to calculate your calories. And once you do that, it's going to tell you what your calorie target is. Now, guys, we are not about counting calories at all. Most of the newer programs now come with the amazing color-coded portion control containers. The only new program that doesn't is UV2, and that's because they basically just give you some simple rules to follow. It's really about getting and understanding what clean eating and healthy habits are, and so they keep it very, very simple with that. But every other newer program comes with the portion control containers, and the meal plans are made out that way. So once you've figured out what your calorie target is, you're going to come down here and it's going to tell you exactly how many containers you get of each thing. So for your green, your veggie containers, if you're on plan A, you get 3. If you're on C, you get 5. And so forth and so on with your fruits, your proteins, your carbs, and your healthy fats. Now, one of the biggest suggestions is the meal plans that I always send out and I upload are typically in the lowest category of A. So if you're in Plan C, it's so important that you don't skimp out on these containers. Again, there's an exact science for why you are allotted the number of containers that you are allotted. So we don't want to try and outsmart the trainers because that's not our job. Our job is to simply do the program as it's designed, which means eating all the food that we're supposed to eat, because food is fuel. Despite what you may have heard, despite what society has told us, you actually need to eat food in order to lose weight. I know it's this crazy phenomenon. So a great way to do that, let's say you're not used to eating this much food, a great way to get those extra containers in is in your Shakeology. Shakeology counts as a red container, and most of the time for me, I add things to mine. Now you could very easily shake it up in a cup. I don't recommend that. It's not my favorite. We have a few challengers who love to do that, but I don't recommend it. I recommend blending it in a blender, and typically I add things with it. So for mine, I will add some spinach to get in an extra green container because I can't always get in my vegetables, and you can't taste it. While it makes it look a little funny, you can't taste adding spinach in there. And then I typically add a half of banana and some frozen strawberries, and that eliminates the need for ice. And then you want to use water or almond milk or coconut milk. I know some of you have asked, but you really want to try and stay away from regular cow's milk because it's loaded with hormones and just kind of different genetically modified organisms. You don't want those things at all. So I know that several of you have said, this is all I have right now, I haven't made it to the grocery store. That's fine, but you really want to work towards adding or working towards almond milk or coconut milk, no soy, or water. So for me, my favorite is strawberry. I add a green of spinach, I add a half a banana, some frozen strawberries, and I cover it with water, and we're good to go. I blend it for a couple minutes, and it's like perfection in my mouth. If I'm doing chocolate, I'll do chocolate with some almond milk and some ice and either peanut butter or sunflower butter. Again, so great. It's like a chocolate salad in my mouth. And so you're going to see a whole bunch of different recipes and things that you can see in our group. So it's important to just try them out and make sure that you kind of find what your favorite one is. Okay, so now I want to come over to our challenge group really quick so that you can see what it is that you are looking at. So I made it very, very simple this go round, and if you click on the cover photo, it's going to actually give you the prep steps that you should be taking. And I did that because in challenge groups that get kind of this large, what typically happens is if you post something and then someone comments on it, it bumps and moves things around. So this is a great place just to make sure, or if you forget something like, where was that menu that she talked about? You can come right up in here, scroll down. Hey, there's a meal plan. I know that I'm going to click on this and it's going to take me to that meal plan. Or every week when we ask you for your progress photos, I just know I got to go click on the cover photo and there's the album right there. So it just puts all of the important information right here at the top. The second thing is to make sure that you've added the group to either your pins, your shortcuts, or your favorites on your phone. One of the other cool things that we really tried to do was make it simple for you to find things. So if you click on photos and then click on albums, again, it's a little bit different on your phone, but it's very readily available. You're going to see these things that we have put together. So Again, we talked about meal plans. If you click on this album, you're going to see, hey, I'm in the 1800 calorie bracket. I need some sample ideas. It's going to take you here, and you're going to see a bunch of different options for that particular calorie bracket. Same thing if you want some Shakeology options or Shakeology recipes. You're going to click on it, and it's going to take you and give you some more Shakeology recipes for whatever flavor it is that you have. And we suggest, like, if there's a recipe that you find, come in here to this photo and write it down, because we know then everyone can find it and it doesn't get lost in the newsfeed. You guys have already started doing a great job of posting your contracts in the comment section. Keep that up. The same thing with the questions, and asking questions and about what program you're doing and anything else that you have. Like I said, we started a personal development recommendation. So this gives you some ideas of some books if you're struggling with a particular topic, and we'll continually add to these. And again, if there's something that you find that you've read that's really helped, then come in here and comment on this particular photo so that we know where to find it. And if someone else comes in, they can help them. And then the progress photos. Now, the only thing I want to suggest with this is I kind of did it for us, but as you guys come in here, actually add your photo to that album. So I know a lot of you started doing it on the comments, and it's totally fine as we kind of learn how to navigate this new system. But actually come in here, and if you're on your computer, you just click add photos. And if you're on the phone, I think that if you there's a little add plus button, and you can click add photos to that album as well. So that's kind of the most important things to find in this group. Now, a little bit how June is going to work. We're going to kind of streamline things. So each day that one of the coaches posts, whether it's myself, Julie, Allie, or some of the other supporting coaches that we have in here, it's going to be very similar. Every day there's going to be 4 posts from us. You're going to see a post about motivation, where this month we're pulling from You Are a Badass. You're going to see a sweaty selfie post, and that's for you guys to do like you've been doing and comment your sweaty selfie underneath of that particular photo. And you guys, I want to say something about that. It's really, really important, and I know it can seem trivial and maybe you just don't understand it yet, but what I found is those that really struggle with taking selfies or taking a picture of themselves post-workout is because we're really struggling with something internally with ourselves, and it has nothing to do with actually taking the picture, but more about struggling with who we are. And that's one of the most important things that we're learning in this group. What do we take pictures of when we take pictures on our phone or with a camera? We take pictures of things we love. We take pictures of things that we want to see. We take pictures of things that we want to do. And so with that, it's the same thing when it comes to taking that picture of yourself. It's taking a picture of something that you love, that you know that you're working on. And so it's really working on understanding who you are and that self-worth. And it helps show that you're being accountable to your workout and getting that done. So, and while it can be scary because you're like, you don't want everyone to see it, that's totally fine. Guess what? It's only the members in this group that can see it. Now, obviously, I encourage you to go and share it with others, because your journey may inspire someone else to hop on and do a workout too. So you never know who's watching, but definitely in the group, it's only those that are in the group that can see it. Then you're going to see a questions and answer section, and it's just like this particular photo right here. It'll just be a different kind of theme for the day, and it'll have the day. And so if you're struggling with any questions for the day, if you, maybe something pops up and you're like, oh, I meant to ask my coach about that, comment on that picture and tag your coach so that we know where to find it, so that it doesn't get lost in the newsfeed. And then the last one is just going to be the rate your day or nightly post. And this is a post we like to make just to say, did I win the day today? Did I, if I looked back at my day, all these things happened, can I say that I got my workout in? Can I say that I drank my Shakeology? Can I say that my nutrition was good? And can I say that I spent some quiet time with God or personal development or just with myself? And if we did, then we can say those 4 things, we've won the day. So each night we're going to ask you, hey, I want you to rate your day today and let me know how it went. And you're just going to comment below and check in. So that's really the basics of this group and what you're going to get out of it. We are so excited for this journey and what you guys are going to see, and not only each other but yourselves, and really learning about how you can love yourself from the inside out. and what this journey can do and where it can take you. So please, if you have any questions, this is a great video to make sure that you just comment below and ask questions so that your coach and I can make sure that we get them all answered. We are going to use this next week. Some of you are starting day 1 tomorrow, and that is totally fine. We're going to kind of use this next week as kind of downtime to still let everyone get prepared and prepped. If you haven't finished all of these prep week items, you still have a couple days to do that, as well as order your book so that you can hop in with the book study. The last thing is that we are going to be adding in some Zoom calls, which is basically just a video conference like you're seeing me on, every other Sunday. So our first one, our kickoff one before we start, is going to be next Sunday at 8:30 on Sunday night, and then we're going to do one in 2 weeks after that. And this is a great opportunity for you to hop on, connect with your coaches, ask questions. If there's something that you're struggling with, we're going to be covering different topics each time, but really just a chance to get to know you guys even more and to dive in even deeper with this challenge and becoming the healthiest version of ourselves inside and out. So I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.